There were over 300,000 jobs added to the U.S. economy last month. The housing market in Central Florida is rising once again. And finally, there are some massive developments happening in downtown Orlando right now that I can't wait to tell you about. Hey everyone, it's Chris Grenier here with America Homes, and it is Friday, December 5th, and another exciting episode of Coffee with Chris with my new Starbucks coffee mug there. So, a lot to get to today. We just had the announcement of always the first Friday of every single month, they release the jobless reports as well as the new jobs added to the economy. And there were over 320,000 jobs added to the economy in November of 2014. Now, a lot of that is obviously due to holiday hirings, but there were numerous reports also supporting the fact that they were full-time jobs with, serious in terms of salaries, higher pay wages, and more experienced positions as well, which is fantastic news because they're not just short-term temporary positions. And it absolutely crushed expectations, which was only about 200,000 jobs to be added to the economy. And this is actually the 10th straight month in a row that there has been over 200,000 jobs added each month to the economy, which is the highest it's been since 1995. So since about, I'm not exactly a math whiz there, but it's been about 19 years since we've had such a consistent growth in jobs being added to the economy. Now, another massive thing that's been happening recently is the reconstruction of downtown Orlando. And our mayor, Buddy Dyer, that's his name actually, believe it or not, he had his annual what's called State of the Downtown address, where he basically addresses the city in kind of a political / kind of media frenzy, and he goes over everything that's been happening in the economy over the past year and what's coming up. Now, he really kind of unveiled $2.34 billion worth of new construction and groundbreakings that are going to happen in 2015. But he also went over a lot what happened in 2014. And believe it or not, there was over $372 million in investment added, which had over 290,000 square feet of office space, 263 more hotel rooms to the city, and over 40,000 square feet of retail space. Now, trying to remember all those numbers in my head, I'm doing the best I can. But believe it or not, there's actually 180 businesses opened in 2014 in Orlando as well. Some of the big ones that obviously include World of Beer. There is a large website called BookThatDoc.com, which is obviously an online website where you can kind of find a personalized doctor for whatever specialty you need. But along with that, Red Lobster, as well, the worldwide restaurant chain that you likely have heard of, their headquarters is in downtown Orlando, and they're actually building a brand new one that's going to be 91,000 square feet. It's groundbreaking in 2015, and it's going to be open in the first quarter of 2015. It's going to add over 300 jobs downtown. And one really cool thing that you probably don't know about downtown Orlando, because I just found out, so if you do know this, then I'm quite impressed, that 1 in every 7 jobs in Orlando is actually a tech-based job. It's a very tech-based city in terms of obviously software, computer development, videography, video games, and everything like that. It's a very, I don't want to say silicone-based city, but it's trying to get there. There's a heavy influence of the technological corridor that's being built here with computer software, computer security, and all that good stuff. So obviously when you're dealing with jobs and the type of fulfillment that those jobs need, you have a much higher salary base, you have a much more technical job there, and it's a great thing to have that type of economy here. And some of the other big things that happened in 2014 in downtown Orlando was the Sunrail, which is the new transporting train that goes from the south of Central Florida, which is kind of a little bit beyond Kissimmee, all the way north of Central Florida, which goes all the way up to Deltona, Florida, in the Sanford area. And that's a $1.3 billion commuter rail that was opened in 2014. And finally, with all this good news in terms of what the economy is doing, unemployment is dropping, there are being hundreds of thousands of jobs added to the economy, wages are going up, salaries are rising, there are more and more things being built from not only an office space point of view, from a retail space, new houses, and new apartments, new hotels, and everything, which leads me to what the housing market is doing now. In October, they just released the statistics, and now Central Florida has risen by 6.2% once again from October 2013 to October 2014. So it's another 6.2% increase. So we're on the continuous bandwagon, really balancing ourselves out. It has a lot to do with the foreclosures being kind of drying up, and I've been saying that now for about 6 months. But hey, can't really fight with statistics. So that's all I got for today. I certainly hope that you were able to take a couple of good things away from it. Please let me know of any questions that you guys have. I love getting your feedback. You can reach me at any time at chris@americahomesllc.com. And finally, I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend, and I will speak with you soon.